Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are rebuilding the Miami Heat after them missing out on Kevin Durant. So the Miami Heat obviously missed out on obviously probably one of the best scorers in the NBA, Kevin Durant. He went to Houston, but if the rumors are true right now, the Miami Heat didn't want to include guys like Cole, which I understand they don't want to give up Cole but you gotta understand, like, if the Timberwolves want to give up Gobert, DiVincenzo, and Rob Dillingham, and then 17th pick for Kevin Durant, so that means the Heat might be a little, I don't know. Looks like they're too relented on their young guys when they're obviously trying to win now. They weren't. Also heard they weren't trying to give up key important pieces. They weren't trying to trade Nikola Jovic, Jaime Jaquez Jr., or Haywood Highsmith, which is honestly insane. I'm not gonna lie with you. Not trading Haywood Highsmith, Jaquez, or Jovic to get Kevin Durant. You would probably need that, honestly. I think the final offer I heard was, was it Andrew Wiggins, I think Duncan Robinson, and then their only first round pick. I think so. I don't know. It might have been something like that. I'll have to look at it again really quickly. But yeah, crazy enough, they made Nikola Jokic and Khalil Ware untouchable in Kevin Durant trade talks, which is kind of crazy, I'm not going to lie. That just proves Pat Riley probably isn't serious about this. I mean, it's pretty obvious. They missed out on so many superstars. They missed out on Donovan Mitchell when he was available. They missed out on, obviously, new Kevin Durant. They missed out on Damian Lillard. They missed out on so many superstars. Just insane, man. They had to trade their superstar and Jimmy Butler, obviously, because he didn't want to be here anymore. But he's in Golden State now. Probably a way better situation. But we have to rebuild this team now, obviously, after, no Kevin Durant. Eric Spoelstra, the head coach. Also, I just fixed my share scenario. If you guys want to use it, it is type Manny2K, and I think it should pop up. But like I said, I did update the entire second round up to date. I won't be updating it until after the draft at this point. So yeah, just look out for that. I definitely so everything is up to date and ready for the draft. So there's a lot of content going to be coming out soon. So please make sure to drop that subscribe. We have the 20th overall pick in the draft now. So we're going to see who we can draft with that. It seems like the Heat probably won't be trading it at this point. So let's see what we can get. So Mavericks are probably going to go Cooper Flag one. Yeah, expected. All right. So we got Walter Clayton Jr., we got Joanne Berger, we got Asa Newell, Rasheed Fleming, Ben Seraph, Jason Richardson. I know Jason Richardson's also a really good player. Also know Rasheed Fleming's pretty good too. But I think I'm actually gonna go with Rasheed Fleming. I mean, he seems like a player that can possibly help us with future contract, a player that we need to. You can use anything at this point, so you can use a backup. They went to use anything. We could say Rockies 7-4, but I think I'm gonna go with Rasheed Fleming. So Rasheed Fleming, welcome to Miami. He's only 72 overall. It sucks, but might have been somebody better we could draft. Is there anybody better we can draft? Asa, I guess, was better. Joanne. So I guess there was some better players we could draft. But I know Rasheed Fleming. Derek Queen almost got us, which would have been crazy. But we got so Nikola Jovic and Jaime Jaquez. Obviously, Nikola Jovic is the guy that was untouchable. Kevin Durant trade talks are crazy. We'll extend that qualifying offer to Davion Mitchell. That's probably it. I don't know why I wanted me to not extend it, but obviously we're gonna probably re-sign Davion Mitchell. Looks like we can get it for pretty cheap as well. So $9 million for 3 years seems actually like a steal. So $9 million for Davion Mitchell is amazing. So we'll absolutely take that. We'll probably get rid of everybody else, but I do want to make a trade. Honestly, I don't want to enter the new season like this, but at the same time, said like, what trade can we make? We've already missed out on possibly the best player that could have been available in the offseason, Kevin Durant. Anything could happen. Giannis can still get traded. I heard Jaylen Brown rumors, but I don't know. I just don't think that's really going to happen at this point. The more time goes on, more looks like Giannis doesn't want to leave. But like I said, I do want to make some type of trade. I don't know what I'm going to do. But obviously, I have expiring Andrew Wiggins' contract. So we might have to do something. I just don't know what. I honestly think this is a good trade that could probably help us out right now. So we can get a really good shooter in Corey Kispert and Marcus Smart, two guys I definitely think could be Miami Heats in the offseason. Or we can get Zach Collins and Alonzo Ball. I don't really try a little more. Zach Collins and Alonzo Ball is really interesting. I think Marcus Smart might regress. We do need a backup center. Zach Collins could probably play that for us. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter if we get Rui and Vanderbilt. I don't really see why the Lakers would do that. Obviously, they're in contention mode, not rebuilding mode. So, I think we can trade Jaime Jaquez away. I think he'll probably be traded. We'll see. And then Terry Rozier's money obviously needs to be used. That is just $26 million is crazy. And then they have probably one of the worst contracts, Terry Rozier and Duncan Robinson's. I guess Robinson isn't that bad anymore. He has played pretty good. But I wonder if we get this trade was offered to me in the trade finder. And this would be just a solid upgrade. So if we can get out trading a first round pick and to trade a second round pick, that is what I would love. They want a first round pick. I understand, but I would much rather not. Can we throw anything at them? Maybe for them to agree to it, so we can give them like a Kevin Love. So I don't know if that would. Maybe they want like a veteran presence that Kevin Love will offer this. They want a first still. They give me Kobe. So yeah, so most likely I'm gonna have to trade a first round pick, which sucks. So anything else I can throw at you guys? I'd also, I mean, yeah, we'd have to trade a first round pick, wouldn't we? So we have to trade it for unless we're trading Duncan Robinson instead in this trade, which I guess if that would get us out of maybe trading a first round pick, I'd do it. But I guess in this scenario, we would need more money in the trade. And that's why, oh, Kevin Love, right? Damn, we're still not there with the minimum contract. All right, so now it's getting to a point where, yeah, we might not be able to get this deal done. So I don't, like I said, I'm really stubborn to trade a first round pick. I really am. But like I said, we have to be Rozier's contract in here. I guess it wouldn't hurt trading a 2029 pick unprotected. So no, I guess if we're getting two good players, you'd have to trade a first round pick. I'll do it. They want a second, they give me a second, whatever. But yeah, we trade a first round pick. You're getting two good players. Definitely think it's worth it. I'm pushing Marcus Smart's peak and age down as well because I don't really see him like regressing that much, especially here in 2K. I feel like his game should adjust well with the way the league is right now. So we won't regress. Make the first round pick at least worth it. That's the trade we're gonna do. We definitely still need a backup center, so I feel like maybe we can make one more deal. I'm gonna wait on day 12. We have no bird rights, so that's nice. But we're cap hold, so day 12, because we announced everybody, obviously. But Durant Sharp could be a really interesting backup five we can rely on for the future. Or we can go after like Andre Drummond or Jalen Williams, Luke Cornet. But I don't know. Could we probably possibly make a trade for a backup center? Like Kevin Love's $4 million, and possibly I don't know Haywood Highsmith. Like what would that give? Would that give me anything crazy? No, which makes sense, obviously. All right. Okay, so now we're gonna let's see if we can get a backup center in 12. So I like the idea of sending Andre Drummond. He's a good rebounder. He'd actually be a good fit for what we need right now. So Drummond or Daron Sharp. I think I'm gonna go after Andre Drummond now because he can. I know he can rebound the ball like crazy. We might need to sign another player. I think we have a 4 rotation, so we're good. All right. Tyler Hero's regressing, but I'm gonna move him back to shooting guard. So he'll go back up to an 88. So shooting guard obviously his position, not point guard. He can definitely play some point guard, but you know what I mean. So Davion Mitchell will start. And then, yeah, Duncan Robinson regress, which was expected. Goes down 3 overalls. Hopefully, maybe we can use him and Kyle Anderson's contract get a trade in line for something. Obviously, we have a bunch of just money here that isn't really getting playing time. But I'll see you guys in the rotation. So Tyler Hero and Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo. They want to start Drummond. I'm obviously going to start Chloe Ware. So this is a good starting five, honestly. Drummond, so obviously we'll fix this to where something like that, where we got coming off the bench, Kispert, Smart, Drummond, Nikola Jovic, and that is it. I don't really want to. We don't have to force a 10th man in there. Sure, Fleming will eventually get that nod, obviously, hopefully, eventually. But Shot Tennessee's, Bam Adebayo's where I wanted. Tyler Hero, it's honestly where we don't have to mess with Shot Tennessee. So I guess we're good with everything right now. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season, hoping for us to be at least a solid team. For us maybe to have enough assets to trade for a superstar. I don't know. If there's an option, guy that we have in mind right now, we're mid just like the Heat usually are. But if there's a star available on the market, we might have to throw all our chips to get him. Jokic is your MVP. I decided to not stop for the trading line, honestly, because we really didn't have any good assets. I'm like thrilled with you guys. I definitely have somebody I'm interested in the offseason that hopefully we can pull off. But we finished off as number 50, so we're not in the play-in this time, finally. We had about 23 from Tyler Hero, 19 from Bam Adebayo, so we weren't a bad team, though. 14 from Corey Kispert, shot 40% from three. So yeah, he'll be a good player for us for the future. We had about 13 from Andrew Wiggins. We had 10 from Chloe Ware, 10 from Marcus Smart. He shot pretty bad, but still was a good player for us. 9.5 from Davion Mitchell, 8 from Andre Drummond with 8 rebounds, and 7 from Nikola Jovic. By the way, Same guy that they didn't want to trade for Kevin Durant. They could have easily had him. But all right, I'm probably gonna go 8-man rotation here in the playoffs, or at least shrink our bench utilization down. Jovic is a good player, but in 2K, he's not that great. To be honest with you. He's on fire right now. We got Atlanta in round 1, so Trey, Daniels, Rita, Shea, Johnson. This is a good team. Game 1, they're gonna take. Game 2, they're gonna take. Game 3, okay. Could we? I mean, all right. Game 4, we ended up 5. We're up 3-2. We're gonna win 4 straight games in a row. We got Cleveland in round 2. Okay. We make it past round. Can we make it past round 2? So Cleveland has Garland, Mitchell, Hunter, Mobley, Allen, Okoro, Strus, Boucher, and Jalen Tyson. Game 1, we're gonna take. Game 2, we're gonna take. Are we actually about to do this? I mean, I know the Heat are good in the playoffs, but this is only because they're Jimmy Butler most of the time. They were still. I don't really get the gist of starting Andre Drummond over Cole Ware at this point. I'm gonna tell you to start Cole Ware, man. I don't really care. Cole Ware's having a good series as well. Game 3, 3-0. Game 4, we just swept the Cavaliers. Now we got the Knicks. So the Knicks is obviously a really good team. But if we can sweep the Cavs like that, I think we can possibly sweep the Knicks too. We'll see. They added Russell Westbrook off the bench. It's interesting. Did he sign for a minimum contract? Yeah, it's probably all his value is at this point. Andy Anthony Mellon. Game 1, they're going to take. Game 2, yeah, it's probably when we lose. I'm not gonna lie. But it was a good run. Made the conference finals. Fell short to the Knicks. But that just proved right there with the superstar trade. Hopefully we can be good. So let's see. Because Bam, like I said, Bam and Hero aren't number 1 or number 2 options. I think probably Hero could be number 2 option. But these are not number 1 options, obviously. So it just makes so much sense to maybe trade Andrew Wiggins away, like I said. We're probably going to opt into that team option of his. Kevin Love's going to retire. But draft lottery time, I don't even know if we're projected to pick at this point. So, all right, staff signing. Eric Spoelstra, still the head coach, obviously. We have pick 20 in the draft. So I'm actually going to see, because if we opt into Andrew Wiggins' contract right now, we were going to opt into it anyway. So I'm going to guarantee Wiggins' contract fairly quickly. Then I'm going to make a trade with the 20th overall pick. We're being aggressive, stuff that Pat Riley hasn't done. I'm aggressive now, so I'm going to see if we can use that in a trade to get the guy I want. I feel like he'd be a good fit for what we need right now, hopefully. He has finally agreed to my package for Joel Embiid. I traded away Wiggins, Anderson, signed a trade Nikola Jovic, a first and 2 seconds. And probably is honestly all it took. But he's on the team now. Was it worth it at this point? I mean, we got a superstar. Well, Embiid's obviously a superstar, so we'll take it. Obviously, him hero, Bam, we'll take it, bro. So Bam, obviously third scorer. And then yeah, we'll have something going. We're able to keep our rookie I drafted in Benny Strides, which is cool. Joel Embiid off the Philadelphia 76ers. They're selling, and Embiid and Bam is definitely interesting. But hear me out, man. We could have Cole Ware play the bench. We paying a lot of bigs, but I feel like he'd be a good fit. I don't know. Getting Embiid just sounds kind of good. I don't know. He could definitely be a number 1 option. He proved that. But if there's anybody else, so like Phoenix, for example, is buying. So I guessing Booker would be available, but would he really be a good fit with this team? I don't know. Raptors, nobody. It has to be like an actual superstar. Booker, definitely that. Zion and the Heat, I don't really like that. Halliburton is available actually, but I don't know about that if he would ever be available actually. So I'm not gonna do that. So contending, buying, Paul Banchero's the only guy I probably want from Franz Wagner's cool as well. Luka, the only time I want from the Lakers, only player I want. Jalen Brunson is available, but it would probably have to blow them away because they're contending. Nobody want to leave Sacramento, Utah. LaMelo Ball is interesting. Really interesting actually. So yeah, LaMelo, Trae Young, John Moran. I don't know. There's a lot of options. I'd much rather get not a point guard, probably another position than that. So I don't know. Do you want to go after Joel Embiid or I think there was another guy I said too, but I think I forgot at this point. It was Joel. Oh yeah, LaMelo Ball. So Joel Embiid or LaMelo Ball? I don't know. LaMelo Ball, 24.5 points, 7 assists, 39% from 3. Joel Embiid averaged 23 points, 11 rebounds. I just think maybe him and Bam makes sense. I don't know if he isn't really a superstar, but I feel like it'd be just a good trade to do. So they can get Andrew Wiggins. We can absorb his contract, which is good. So Andrew Wiggins, you guys could take on Kyle Anderson and probably Pell Larson too. We'll see if we keep Pell Larson. and Rasheer Fleming out of this. This is going to be hard, but and then 2 future first-round picks, 2030. So we're trading both of these for Joel Embiid, and I'm guessing that's enough. I'm guessing we don't have to trade Pell Larson. That is not enough. Okay. What about we trade a second and another second? Oh, yeah, seconds aren't really that. Okay, so they don't agree, which sucks, honestly. Man, it was just this whole thing I had to do, but he's on the team now. That's all that matters. So now, have our big man rotation now. We'll also push Joel Embiid's peak and age down as well. So this video will have some shelf life, obviously. Got our superstar. We missed out on KD, but we have to get Joel Embiid the next offseason. Rasheer Fleming will develop into that backup power forward spot, I'm hoping. Corey Kispert might have to play small forward for us, and we'll have to sign. This is what we're working with. This is what we're here with right now. So maybe there's somebody we could sign, man, but the asset pool is not great right now. I can't lie with you. So we'll have to wait. We're already bringing back Hayward Heisman. We'll have to wait on day 12 for anything, honestly, because we don't even have MLE to offer. Or at least we have a biannual exception. Justin Edwards isn't probably going to sign $5 million. See, that would have been nice. But what am I really looking for? I guess we're looking for like a 3-and-D wing because the bench is not going to be there. I'm going to do so. Let's see. All right, what do we got? Alexander Walker. He needs to play small forward for making a trade for us. We need to get a big wing to come in. So Payne Watts is definitely 6'7". Doesn't really shoot good from 3. That's why I'm skeptical off. He might have a sign if we offer him. He's probably not going to sign that. Jake LaRavia shot 50% from 3, so yeah, obviously I would love that, but he declines because if we had Liz a little bit more money, we would have been able to get this guy. That hurts, I don't lie. Sadiq Bey, man, there's actually no good options right now, unless it's somebody, a power forward, can move to small forward, which Aaron Wiggins is always my go-to guy. If the Aaron Wiggins player gets signed in free agency, I'll take it. So, Chloe Ware's up, David I mentioned, nobody's going down, which is amazing, so we'll absolutely take that. Aaron Wiggins will go small forward. Fleming developed a little bit, which is nice. Aaron Wiggins will go to an 80 at small forward. He gets started, come off the bench. Damn, I was expecting Pell Larson to develop, but that obviously didn't happen. All right, the bench will be lackluster, but at the end of the day, I feel that trade was worth it, man. We needed a star player, and we got it using Andrew Wiggins' contract and obviously filler, but that was it. All right. And we didn't even give up much for him. So, all right. Power ranking lands is 5th. Yeah, Davion Mitchell, Tyler Hero, Corey Kispert, Bam Adebayo, Joel Embiid, Khalil Ware will have to come off the bench now, which I'm fine with. You know, he'd be a great backup 5. Andrew Wiggins, Pell Larson, Aaron Wiggins, Pell Larson, or Rasheer Fleming, not in rotation. So we like that. At least Benny Stride's out. For our ceiling, honestly, I might kick out Pell Larson and just put in Benny Stride. I feel like we'll have a higher ceiling with Benny in the rotation. So that's actually what I'm going to do. Benny will get these minutes. And then Tennessee's Joel Embiid taking a lot of shots here. So exactly how I want it to be, honestly. Leave it like that. So I guess we can give clue, or I guess like this. I'll see you guys at the end of the season, honestly. So hopefully that Embiid trade and screw our chemistry up or something. Lakers, we get Shake Milton off the bench. I feel like he'd be a good player off the bench, averaging 9 points, 40% from 3. We're going to make this trade away Pell Larson for a little bit of an upgrade here. So we'll move like him to the 2 or Strides. I guess Strides to the 2. So something like that, where we just have a mini upgrade. I guess at least Strides out of the rotation at this point, which he's averaging 6 points. Yeah, so I guess Shake would be better option at this point. So yeah, that's definitely upgrade off the bench. Not a crazy move, obviously. So still have Davion Mitchell as starting point guard. He's not doing anything wrong at this point. I did look into trading Tyler Hero for something, but we'll even trade him for at this point, man. I feel like we've locked ourselves into this team now. Think about it. 29-20. That's the thing in the regular season. Just to turn it up in the playoffs. MVP. At the end of this season, we finished off as the number 3 seed this year. Okay. Yeah, I think that was our record when we first started, or when we first went simulate to the deadline. 22 from Tyler Hero, 21 from Embiid, 16 from Bam. I don't think we trade away Davion Mitchell either because he's making $9 million. Not just, I don't think we really do that. We had 8 from Shake, 8, 6, and then 4.5. All right, time to see if we can make a strong run here in the playoffs. We'll go 8-man rotation. See what we can do. Got Cleveland around one. Obviously, I'm pretty sure we beat them last year, but they added Colin Sexton. We're going to lose a 5. Amazing. All right, I don't really know much else we can do at this point. I guess we'll just hope this team can just get it together, right? I don't know, bro, because I can't find anything. I thought this team was good. Maybe we do consider trading Tyler Hero. I don't know. Eric Spoelstra, head coach. I don't know if he even resign with us. We'll see. I don't think he get any good offers in free agency. Maybe we prioritize depth, but he's our superstar guard. Maybe the Joel Embiid trade didn't make. Maybe we should have traded for a point guard. Maybe the Joel Embiid trade didn't. I don't. Yeah, maybe that trade did do anything for us. So we got worse after making that trade, actually. So yeah, I take blame for that. I should have traded for Joel Embiid. It was a good idea. It's not really his fault or anything. He did have a good season. It just wasn't the right trade to do, honestly. And I'm okay with that because we could also trade him away again. So Kispert, I think we'll accept the team option at this point for Rasheed Fleming. We can always trade him away, so it's not the end of the world. And Hero doesn't have any good offers, so we can always bring him back. Probably resign Shake Milton too. It's good depth. So, all right, we won't be able to resign Aaron Wiggins either. Great. All right, so do we? I don't know. Do we maybe trade Joel Embiid away? Like I said, it's interesting. We just got him, so it's interesting. But at this point, the video. I mean, it's 2K. I mean, yeah, anything can happen, bro. So maybe we do. I ain't gonna lie. Season, and if we need to make an emergency move at the deadline, then we'll do it. We'll sign 2 good wings to hopefully replace Airwing, and it's not gonna happen. But it's we should get Rasheed Fleming development or at least bench still look great. I guess maybe we can get a flyer on day 12 again. That would be nice. But I actually have a crazy idea we can do at the deadline. So just in case of that, I'll sign like a center because a backup center because we're definitely gonna need it. All right. Is there any option we can sign on day 12? Like, Najee Marshall at this point would be cool, but he's not going to sign. I guess not. So, I mean, Aaron Neesmith would be my best get. Would he sign? Okay, we can get Aaron Neesmith. I'll take that. Aaron Neesmith on day 12 of free agency is better than what I ever expected. So, we'll do that. And then we'll have him as a 3D wing off the bench. Fleming's up to 180. Maybe development just helped us out. I don't know. Maybe we don't have to make much moves of rates. Or maybe we don't have to trade Joel Embiid. I would think if I trade Joel Embiid for LaMelo Ball, we could still have Cole Ware as the starting center next to Bam. I wish I never did this trade. I wish I would have got a point guard on LaMelo Ball instead. But it's okay. All right. We'll see you guys at the end of the season. And I expect the Memphis Grizzlies to agree to this, but we just traded Tyler Hero to the Grizzlies. So we traded Hero and 2 firsts for John Morant to get like a more of an elite point guard, if you know what I mean. So we get more of an elite point guard. But that's what we needed more anyway. So we get more of an elite point guard than Tyler Hero. Somebody better than him, at least better than him in 2K. So I guess we'll go move Deion Mitchell to shooting guard now, and then we have to figure out how this will go. So. Davion Mitchell, I guess he can play next to Ja. I mean, I'd much rather have Mitchell come off the bench. But what if we move? Can Strides start? Strides could probably start. I don't know. I guess we'll leave it like this for now. But we'll fix secondary positions, and then that'll be the final move, obviously. So we'll see if that gets us far in the playoffs. I'll see you guys now at the end of the season. As your MVP, at the end of the season, we finished off as the number 2 seed. The Bulls are actually got Luka Doncic, of course, so now they're a good team. It's basically us and the Bulls. So the John Morant trade made us better. They still want to start Mitchell. Strides just isn't good. We'll go 8-man rotation. It's fine. We got 26 from Ja, 22.5 from Embiid, 16 from Bam, 12 from Kispert, 10 from Cloware, 10 from Rasheed Fleming, 9.5 from Davion Mitchell, 7 from Neesmith, 6 from Strides. Thibault started 16 games. I didn't even know, bruh. But here we go. I guess at this point, we can just move Dan Mitchell to shooting guard if he was going to play that position now. I can't do that. He goes down to 82, so we can't even move. He's 6'1". He shouldn't even be. Him and John Moran be so undersized. I guess the one thing we need to do get an actual shooting guard next season. So more trades. All right. We got Detroit in round 1. So Cade, Mikal, Asar, Ron Holland. So a guy like Mikal Bridges will fit perfectly right now. We need a shooting guard. But that's besides the point. We are going to speed to that 5. Now we got Toronto round 2. So quickly, Grady, Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Maluwat. So game 1, we're going to take game 2. We're going to take game 3. And we're going to hopefully beat them at 5. Good. Now we got Chicago. So this is the matchup that we probably both wanted. Do they have AJ Debans too? How did they got number 2 overall? Thinking somehow they were able to. That's crazy. Gosh, Shams just tweeted a trade. The Boston Celtics have traded Drew Holiday to the Portland Trail Blazers for Anthony Simons and 2 second-round. Okay, first initial thoughts. Why would the Blazers do this? I feel like they could have, like, Drew Holiday. Okay, I don't know why they want Drew Holiday though. Okay, so a report came out that they wanted a guy to mentor Scoot Henderson like Chris Paul. Drew Holiday, bro, you remember Drew Holiday was a Blazer before this happened. By the way, Drew Holiday was a Blazer. For a minute, hold on. I gotta do this video first, bro. Before we actually react to this freaking trade, they're gonna take game 1. We're gonna take game 2. We're gonna take game 3. That we're up 3-1. So perfect. This is how I wanted it to be. Can we just beat them at 5 now? Beat them at 6. Going to game 7. Of course we are, but dude, hold on, bro. I actually have to. Sean just tweeted again. Like, what the? This is on a random night. So I hold on, bro. But we're gonna lose. I wasn't paying attention, bro. We're gonna get cooked, honestly. I don't. We just blew a 3-1 lead. Yes, I'm pissed off. I really am. Yeah, I just. I don't think 3-1 lead. We're running back probably one more year. But hold on, I actually have to see. Look at this real quick. Hold on. So we'll see if this is the finally the year we go all in on a championship. We were the best we were. I was able to sign Lou Dort for about 4.9 million, which is crazy. I did not expect to get him for that cheap, but it happened. We got him for that cheap. So we'll absolutely take it. 27, 22 for 15. All I want at this point. I don't really care about anything else. All I want is that Larry O'Brien trophy. You hoisted up by Miami. So we got Milwaukee in round 1. They no longer have Giannis. They don't really have a star. I guess Elijah Arenas there. But this team's obviously good. So we should be able to beat them. See you guys in the next video. See you guys next time.